Today we are going to make hummus. Our daughter and son-in-law have made hummus because of different friends that are vegetarians and things, and we've also had some hummus at work when we've had some different potlucks and different events. So I actually got my recipe from my son-in-law, Paul. He was, back in Madison when we needed the recipe, so he gave it to us on his phone. It's very easy to do. We use our food processor, and we're going to start out by putting in a can of garbanzo beans, and you drain the garbanzo beans because you're going to use half of the juice a little bit later here. Gary learned a new trick, which I'm going to try. I haven't done this yet, but he was watching a cooking show this week, and it talked about getting the skins off of your garlic. So they said that you just put garlic in some kind of container, several pieces of your garlic, and then just shake it, and then all of the skin is supposed to fall off. So we'll see if this is how it's going to work. Oh, I think it worked. Take that off. Sure, not well, 4 of them came off anyway. So it does work. And then a couple other ones are this one came off too, just about off. So anyway, a little trick, maybe I didn't shake it long enough. So we're going to put in several cloves of garlic. It says on my little recipe, garlic to taste. And we had just made this over the weekend for Easter when our kids were home. So we're just going to chop up the garlic a little bit, and everything is going to be going into that food processor, so you don't have to chop it too finely. It's quite a rainy day today. We've gone from, I think we had about 2 nice days so far this spring of nice warm weather, and today we've got rain. So I haven't personally made this, as either Gary or the kids have made the hummus each time. And Gary was also looking for some recipes for me. And you can add a lot of different varieties of items to your hummus. This hummus recipe calls for red pepper. So I'm just going to cut the red pepper. I have it cut in half, and then you can just take the insides out like this, get all the seeds out, and then again, because it's going in the food processor, you don't have to chop it too finely. So I'm going to do that, and then a few more side to get out that extra skin. And over the weekend when we made the hummus, we served it with carrots, and you can serve it with a variety of vegetables, with mushrooms if you want. The kids decided that they didn't want to have just carrots, so we also got out some Tostito chips, and it was good with that too. Some of the other recipes that Gary found, you could add bacon, onions, cilantro. We're not huge cilantro fans. A little cilantro goes a long way as far as Gary's concerned. So when our kids make a variety of foods, they'll tend to put more cilantro in than what we do. And then we are going to add, this is tahini. We had never had tahini until Megan made it might have been hummus or some other main entree. So we're going to add 3 tablespoons of tahini. And then we're going to add 4 tablespoons of lemon juice. And 4 tablespoons is 1/4 of a cup. Black pepper to taste. This is all to taste. So Gary just does some ground pepper You can always add a little bit more if you wish. And then it also calls for cumin to taste, but he puts in a teaspoon, about a teaspoon. So we're going to add that. And also sea salt. It calls for salt to taste, so he likes to use sea salt. Okay, so we drained the beans. And now we're going to add about half of it. So it actually was about a half a cup in that can. So we'll put in about a quarter of a cup, and then we're just going to put this on. So you just use your food processor and just mix until everything is all mixed up. So we've got everything. Can make this the day of your event that you're doing, or like a lot of different things. If you make it the day before, then it has a chance for the flavor to be able to set in a little bit too. So I'm just going to take the blade off. Maybe, yeah. So what we're going to do is have some hummus with it's just kind of a generic Tostito chip and some carrot sticks. And this will just be a little appetizer tonight before we have dinner. So it's easy to make. I used to see it in the grocery store, or people would bring it, and I would think it must be difficult to make because I had never made it before. But we found out that it is very easy to make. So from A Slice of Heaven, I hope you've enjoyed this cooking show, and happy cooking.